So hello everyone, and welcome everyone to another webinar with SHA. I'm Slim, the Tech Education Lead at Social Hackers Academy, where we try to democratize and make tech education more inclusive to everyone. So a small history about SHA. We started 4 years ago as an offline school, but then with the pandemic, we switched it to a fully online, and it's working much better this way. We can reach more people online. And before we start talking about today's topic, I would like to acknowledge the people that are attending with us today. And sorry in advance if I butcher your names, because sometimes, it's not. Anyway, so hello, Ahmed, Alexandros, Amin, Amar, Andrew, Gogi, Yorgos, Hadi, Catalia, Constantinos, Lauren, Maria, and Nikos, Noah, Stefanos, hi Stefanos, Vasiliki, and Yusuf. And to all the people that will join us later, and those who will watch the webinar on our YouTube channel. So today we are excited to have Maria introducing us to how to integrate a conversational AI to your web applications. So for those who don't know Maria, she's one of our alumni. She's graduated from the class 13, and at the moment she's mentoring some of our students on a weekly basis. She's the most active person I knew so far, and also one of the most active GitHub users in Greece. And if you Google her name, you will be surprised of what you can find out there about her. So before giving the mic to Maria to further introduce yourself, I would like to ask the participants, the attendees, what do you know about AI and speech to talk, let's say, and how to integrate artificial intelligence to your websites? You can raise your hands and I will give you the opportunity to talk, or you can type what you want to say in the chat. So anyone has any idea? I don't see hands. So Alexandros is saying AI is the future. Yeah, and sometimes it can be a bit scary with the cyberpunk movies that we see out there. Yeah. Someone else, maybe? Any ideas? All right. So Andrew is saying, don't know much about it, but conversational AI is growing more and more popular. Yeah, that's definitely true. All right, so now let me add Maria to the panelist. We can interact with you. Hello, Maria.
Hello, everyone. Oh, I'm sorry, just a second.
Okay, yeah, take your time. So Vasiliki is saying chatbot is a form of AI. Yes, kind of.
I'm back.
Welcome
Hello,
back, Maria.
everyone. I saw Alexandros Gogi in the attendees. Hi, guys.
So nice to have you with us, Maria. I don't know if you were listening when I was hearing what the attendees were saying about AI. So we have Vasiliki that say
Yeah,
chatbot is a form
chatbot.
of
Yeah.
AI.
Today we are going to see how we can, with the most simple way, connect our React application with Alan AI. It is an application that is artificial intelligence, and we are going to create simple dialogues between us and Alan without any code needed or anything.
Awesome.
It will be very simple.
So I think this answers Hisham question. He asked about the topic. So
Let me see the questions. Okay.
Yeah, he's just asked about today's topic. So the floor is yours, Maria.
So I'm Maria. I'm a front-end web developer. I recently graduated from Social Hackers Academy, and I'm very thankful and grateful for being here with all of you. I'm also a mentor in Social Hackers Academy for the last 2 months. I'm very happy about it. The idea for this webinar came with my latest and final project for Social Hackers Academy, in which I've integrated Alan AI into my application. So they were very excited. And that's what I'm about to show. It's very simple, guys. You don't need to code anything in the Alan AI. Of course, you need some coding skills just to create an application and move a little bit in VS Code. But for this particular project, you won't need any coding experience with the artificial intelligence. And that's the point here. Most of the attendees are students of Social Hackers Academy, so I made it very simple for them to understand. Hello, Mr. Minaidis.
Yes, hi Costas, how are you doing? So we're glad to see you too.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So we have a couple of questions. I think Gogi is asking, can we follow along or will the webinar be going too fast? I don't think it's going to be going too fast. And as Maria just said, there is no code involved in today's webinar, right, Maria?
No, it's a very simple one. You will need to code some npm commands to install the React application. So if any of you want to code along or just create the application and see it for yourself in your laptops, you can do that. Just let me know in the chat and I will move the slides very slowly for you.
And
even if you're beginner, total beginner.
Cool. And we have another question from Nikos asking, not GPT-3. I think this should be another AI.
I really don't know.
Like
I have only created with Alan AI, so I know how to move in there, you know. I'm not an expert in artificial intelligence yet, people.
Yeah, this is a gentle introduction, so we're not going crazy about artificial intelligence today. So Nikos is saying it's a conversational AI, so it's something similar to Alan, I guess.
Yes, it is based on what I did in my final project. Of course, in my final project, I created also some more data, let's say, because I wanted to take the contact numbers of every animal camp around Greece. So it was a bit bigger But today we are going just to see and create dialogue scenarios, simple.
Awesome.
Let's say hello, and Alan will come back to us saying hello or something like that. We will do that, and I will show that at the end of the presentation. So if you want, you can create dialogue scenarios in your minds now or put it in the chat, and then we can do that to see how it works.
All right, so Maria, I will let you start the presentation. I'm stopping my camera.
Okay, you can see it, right? Now
Yes.
It's in full screen. Okay. So, as I've said before, we are going to see in the most simple way and without coding skills needed how to integrate AI into our web application. And especially in this scenario, we are going to create a simple React application. You can connect with me in all these links. Okay, I will show them later. If you have any questions or if you want to ask me anything and we don't have time or anything, you can connect with me in LinkedIn, YouTube, in my email, my GitHub, of course, and I have created just a simple portfolio. Okay, I will move on. Step 1. Okay, we are going to start our application, but before that, we need to check for Node.js versions. The most recommended from its official side is the LTS version. But of course, it's my personal experience, and whenever I create a React application, I always install the latest version because I had the problem with the npm run build command in which the compile wasn't successful. But of course, as I said before, in its official site, Node.js recommends the LTS version, as you see in the picture. Next step is to check for any of you that haven't created yet any React application or other framework. You can check your Node version in the VS Code with this command, node -v, and you will see if you have installed Node or not in your computer and which version. Our next sorry guys if you hear some dogs barking, it's not my fault. Okay, next is to create the React application. Here we just need this command. If I say again, if some of you want to create this project at this moment, please let me know to take the slides more slowly. Let me check the chat also. Okay. So the npx create React app, and then we place here the name of our project. In this case, I placed the name of my project so as for you to understand that here goes the name of your project. Afterwards, we of course cd to our project from wherever we have created it, the directory. And afterwards, we of course add folder to the workspace. After our file is in the workspace, we run the npm start command, which starts the React application, so as to see what we have so far in our project. Okay, someone is trying to follow along. Okay, please let me know if you want me to take it slower. Okay. After we run the npm start, we can see our application running in the browser. It's a simple React application. This icon is going to move in our normal browser. And then what I did, you don't need to do that, but because I want to be able to see the AlanBtn in a minute, I emptied our app.js component. So I cleared the screen from the background color and the React icon and all that. Afterwards, okay, we go to Alan AI. I have the link for the Alan app at the top. I think you can see it. Okay, I leave it here for a bit so as for you to write it down if you want. Okay. Afterwards, we can sign up to Alan AI. We can sign up with our Google, our GitHub, or just our email. The thing here is when you create an account in Alan AI, it gives you 50 free interactions. So you have some free interactions to create some project of your own and write some anything in your project. If some of you want to create more projects, please let me know or connect with me afterwards. And I will give you, there are some YouTubers that have some, let's say, coupons free for 2,000 more free interactions. If you're really interested in using Alan Studio, let me know and I will give you these codes. So I sign up. And afterwards, I create the voice assistant in Alan AI. As you see here, it's this button, create voice assistant. I press it. I press the empty project. Then I name my project. And here is our new project in Alan AI. Here is where all the dialogue scenarios will take place. Just to let you know, anything we write here, we just need to press the save button down here because nothing will be updated. And of course, we won't see it in our application. Every time you write something in here, press the save button. Alan AI also has this here down, if you see the microphone on the bottom right, which is for testing what we are writing. So before do anything, and let's say you have write a dialogue scenario and you have pressed the save button and you want to check it before you go to your application, you can easily press this microphone here and you will see your scenarios exactly the way you're going to see it in your application. Let me check the chat because there are some. Okay. Next, what we do is, of course, install the Alan AI in our React application. This is the command we use, npm install and all the next. Please let me know in the chat if you're okay and you want me to stay longer in this slide or. Okay. We move on. We import the AlanBtn in our app.js. Let me see in the chat. All good. Okay, awesome. So we import the AlanBtn as you see in line 2 in our app.js. Our next move is to import the useEffect from React, which is going to be the hook that actually implements the SDK key from Alan AI into our React application. And we, of course, need to get the SDK key from Alan. To get the SDK key from Alan, if you have created a project, first opened an account and then created a project, you will find it in the integrations. If you press the integrations, some slides before, you will see the SDK key. So we copy the SDK key from Alan and we create a variable here in our app.js component, const alankey equals to the key, the SDK key. Here, I've created some slides for showing students of Social Hackers Academy how we can hide our API keys. So let's take it step by step because we don't want anyone to see our keys. So next, we create a .env file in our root folder. Afterwards, we add the .env file in the gitignore. If you know from GitHub repositories and git init and all that, the gitignore is a file that we cannot see when we make changes, commits, and all that in our application. Afterwards, we recreate SDK key from ALAN with this simple writing. So we need to write React app and all the above, because otherwise it won't be able to read it. We don't use quotes here, we just pass the SDK alankey. So because we did that, we need to go to our variable const alankey and put here process.env and the name of our React app API key, as you see here. In this point, I need to tell you that unfortunately, even though we put the SDK alankey in our .env file and we put this in the gitignore file, because it's in the client, it's in the client side. When we build this application, it will still be accessible to developers, of course, that they know how to find it. So it is best practice to always hide any API keys or secrets we want in our backend. That's a suggestion. So next, we of course need to use our hook to integrate the AlanBtn and the key. And it's as simple as that. useEffect, the AlanBtn, key, the alankey, and we do nothing else here. Okay, I'm taking it slower every time we see some code, because maybe some of you have started to creating this project. Okay, next. We again npm start our application to see what has happened. Now that we have used the hook, we have integrated Alan, and we have done all these steps, previous steps. So now, if you see, we have, of course, the empty React application here, but on bottom right, you can see the microphone from Alan AI. And here I go again in my project, and I can create any dialogues I want. It depends on what project you are going to build. What do you want it to be, if you have any ideas. But in our project and in this webinar, it's very simple. I just create the dialogue scenarios. I'm not writing any code in here. So now that we see the intent, hello Alan, if I press the microphone and I say hello Alan, the reply of Alan will be hello to you too. We will see it afterwards when I finish with the slides. Next, creating dialogue scenarios, as I said, you can write here whatever you want. In my application for the final project of Social Hackers Academy, I've created a lot of dialogues. And of course, I placed here every contact number from, as I told you, animal shelters in around Greece. It was quite a big project. So let's move on. Here you can connect with me again. If you Google my name, if you don't, you can't write these links now or anything, you can Google my name, you will see my LinkedIn, my GitHub, my YouTube, so you can connect with me there. And last but not least, thank you very much. And now it's time for fun. I will stop sharing. And now if you have any questions, I can answer it. Or if you want, we can go to our project, the ones that I showed you now, and create some dialogue scenarios. So as for you to see how it goes.
So thank you, Maria, for the presentation and for the explanations on the chat. Hadi asked if This webinar will be on the YouTube channel. So yes, it will be it's recorded and it will be uploaded to our YouTube channel.
And the Fairy Code Mother channel, of course.
And the Fairy Code Mother channel, yes. So Laurie said that it's all good when you asked if you want to slow down or if that was okay. And Andrew is saying thank you. Catalia is saying it was great. So I think we can move to the fun part now and try it out.
Let me share my screen once again. Now, guys, what I want you to do, if you have, of course, the mood for it, you can create dialogue scenarios. You can write some questions and some answers, and I will write them in our AI application, and we will see how it goes. Of course, I need to take off my headphones for you to hear Alan as well, because if I let them on. Okay, I'm taking. Can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you, Maria.
Thank you. So let me share my screen again. Okay, here we go. Here is the application you saw previous in the slides. We have here on the bottom right Alan's microphone. And here is the project I've created. I have written another scenario, let's say, how is your day, Alan? I can now show you exactly what I mean by just clicking this. Hello, Alan.
Hello to you too.
How is your day, Alan?
It's been a great day.
Awesome, Alan. So if you want me to write anything here, okay, I will check in the chat. Okay, no, nothing. Come on, guys, be creative. We can have a dialogue with Alan. Okay, Slim, do you have any idea? Oh. Okay, I have some ideas here. Let me just. Catalia Andy is asking, how do I find coding? Coding, you mean if you want to create a more advanced project in Alan, how do you find how to code in Alan? Or is it a question for Alan and he must answer? I don't.
I think she's asking about the code, the actual code of your application.
Okay, here in this case, we didn't need to code anything if you saw. Only the useEffect in React and the SDK key and move these and combine them together. But of course, there are more advanced projects that we can do with Alan, and it needs coding. You can find many YouTube, but not many. There are not many, unfortunately, because it might be something new. You can find at least 5 to 7 YouTube videos about how to integrate Alan AI in more advanced projects. I hope
we have some other scenarios here. Costas is saying, hey, Alan, are you a robot?
Let me write that. Alexander, I don't need to write Alan every time. He knows, but I must be very clear in my let's say intents and replies, because he might not be able to hear some words, or as I understood while I was creating my final project, some words he doesn't seem to recognize. It's not fully ready yet, I think. It needs some, how can I say it, some work.
All right, so Konstantinos said rock, paper, scissors. Yeah, I think you can integrate Alan to play against Alan in rock, paper, scissors, and then I think the replies should be dynamic. So I think you can do that.
I think you can do many things with Alan AI, but just keep in mind it's not fully. As I said before, I used some words, and it wasn't able to recognize them. And of course, you can create more advanced projects. Of course, you can write some code in here. The way you can write code, you can find it in different kinds of tutorials and even in Alan's documentation. So you can start creating anything you want. And if you want some more free interactions, you can connect with me afterwards and I will give you the names for the coupons. No, I think it only understands English for now, Amar.
Alexandra's
project, I needed to write down some cities of Greece, and they are tricky names. He couldn't recognize even that. Even if I write it in English, he couldn't. Only Athens, Thessaloniki, the most big cities in Greece. So no, English.
Alexandros is asking, do you have to specifically say, how is your day, Alan, or Alan is smart enough to understand the context of our question?
Yes, he understands the context. I don't need to write Alan every time.
No, not only Alan. Let's say you, instead of saying how is your day, let's say how good was your day, something like that.
Yeah, of course. But we need to have some key words to get an answer. We must be clear on that. Yes, not fully trained. Thank you, Nikos. Okay, so let's see the Costa scenario. Let's hear it out. Of course, press save changes after everything we write. Are you a robot?
Yes, a very smart one.
Okay. We have some other scenarios. I don't check the docs and holy. Yeah, okay.
So Andrew wants to have a conversation with Alan about World Cup qualifiers. I think you need to write down every single question and answer for that, Andrew. Right, Maria?
Yeah. Do we have any questions for me to create in Alan?
Yeah. Hello, Alan. What is your purpose?
That's not for Alan to answer, Konstantinos. That would be me, and I really don't know. Yes, he has a very sweet voice, Selina. Hold user input. What do you mean, Stefanos? Stefan is asking for more advanced things here. Okay, in our project, guys, it's very simple. If you saw, we write our questions, we write our answers. He doesn't need to do anything more. So if we want Irina to train Alan about football, yeah, I won't be the one who does that, you know, for sure. I don't know if there's a female version of Alan, guys, because I have used Alan and I am using Alan and I haven't searched for anything. There might be some other applications who can do that. And of course, there might be a female version somewhere. I just don't know where to send you some links or things like that. I only used Alan. I liked it very much. It was very easy for me. especially for my final project, for the Alan AI, of course, perspective. And that is what I'm using. I'm trying to create projects more advanced now, but of course, I'm not an expert yet. That's why this webinar was very simple.
So Vasiliki is asking what technology is used for that, for speech recognition.
I really don't know.
Yeah, I think this is what's going on under the hood in the
Yes, of course.
Alan app. So we can like I'm sure we can find that on Google.
He obviously is trained to many words, to the English language, and he is trained to many questions and answers. But I don't know the technology behind it. I haven't searched it so far, you know. Yeah, maybe. Vasiliki, maybe.
All right, so here I just Googled it, and it says that the Alan client SDK captures voice stream from the user device and sends the voice data to the Alan cloud for processing, and then Alan uses the automatic speech recognition ASR engine and speech to text STT to get the user's input and convert it to text. So I think this answers.
Gogi, I haven't done that, so I don't know. It might, if I add our questions and answers in the database. And when I created my final project, I put everything here in my project in the Alan AI, although there were a lot of data in. So I don't know. I don't really know. It might be possible. Let me answer. Amar, there are very advanced projects in the YouTube where you can see you can feed, let's say, Alan with even writing code. You know, you write code, you create functions and all that. I have created a small project, but okay, it's more advanced and I'm not an expert. That's why I didn't do this webinar with a more advanced project. Where you can actually, you know, create the data as you do in an application with functions and all that. You might find in the YouTube, someone created a project he created a simple website in which you interact with Alan and you ask for the news of the day. And he has some REST APIs with the news from all over the world. He has implemented Alan AI with some functions and coding in his application. So you can interact with Alan. You can ask Alan, let's say, what's the news from BBC today? And he will show you all the articles written in the day you are asking him and all that. It's a more advanced, though.
So I think one of the attendees asked to see the app.js from the code base if you have it.
Yeah, no problem. I have it here. If you can see it, I don't know. Now that I'm opening my VS Code, do you see it?
No, we just see the window.
Okay. She wanted to know how I deleted the elements from the app.js.
I think she wants just to see how the code is structured in the app.js.
Okay. Let me just share my screen again where I have my VS Code. Now you can see it. Okay, when I create a application in the app.js here in the div, there are a lot of things. That's what I deleted. And we now see, let's say, okay, I need to go back again, new share. And now we are able to see the empty screen and only AlanBtn.
So we are bringing the Alan button from with the useEffect, right?
Yes, of course. And you might be, if you want me, let me show you my final project to see where there's actually an application in React. Where do I have it? There's so many files. And here it is. Here I have my final project, in which, let us Alan talk about it. Hello, Alan.
Hello.
What does this application do?
This is an application to help you find shelter for the stray animals you find your way. There are 2 steps to take. First, you need to upload the image of the animal you found on the page. Then just ask me for information for the shelters that exist in the specific area you are currently in by just saying the name of the area.
So let us say now that I'm moving in a street in Athens and I found a stray dog. Okay, I press here, I upload the image of the dog. Oh, okay, I have it here. If I have created with Framer Motion this, so we can see the image more closely, in case the dog or the animal is hurt or anything. And because I found it in Athens, and I then press the microphone again to interact with Alan, and I ask him, I tell him, Athens.
The contact number for Athens is 21032399201.
So I got the number from the shelter in Athens. That was the idea. Yeah. I want to make it public sometime. I need to make a lot of adjustments here and all that. I got some advices from you, Slim, and Mr. Menaidis when you saw my project. So I need to correct my application and then make it public. So we can't hear very well. Oh, sorry. I don't know why, guys.
I think it's just because you are using the laptop, your computer within audio.
Lauren, what you just asked me is what Mr. Menaidis suggested for me to make something here in my project, so as for the phone number and the contact numbers to be able to be displayed on the screen. I will do it at some point, guys. I promise. Mr. Menaidis had a lot of good suggestions for my application, so yeah, okay, I will do it.
But I think Lauren's question is about if Alan will display the answer on the screen.
Yeah,
right?
but the answer was the telephone number in our case, or Lauren means the answers, all the answers that might be displayed. From his question, I got, maybe he was talking about the contact number.
No, he just typed it in the chat. If Alan can display the text instead of giving you the answer with the voice.
I really don't know about it, guys, because I didn't want text, I want the voice, so that's what I did. I don't know, maybe that's possible. Alan AI has a lot of potentials. I haven't searched every one of them, so you might as well read the documentation, create some small projects for beginning, and then the bad thing is that there are not many YouTube videos about Alan. But if you want, later in the Discord, I can send you the links from the YouTube videos I have found.
We will also put all the links in the YouTube recording description,
Awesome.
so you can find everything there.
Okay.
And Curie is asking, was Alan's voice being streamed to us through the microphone or directly through Chrome? Is there a transcript of what he speaks? Yes. So I think that the answers are preset like by Maria in the platform of Alan's app. And the voice was streamed through the microphone, not directly through Chrome.
No, the microphone, because when I put the headphones, even if you hear me speak, but if Alan talks to me back, let's say, you won't be able to hear him. Hear him. Okay, I gave him hear it. Thank you, Selena. So, guys, maybe sometime later. We can have, if you are so interested in that particular theme, maybe we can have a more advanced project.
Yes, and Nikos is suggestion like many application ideas, example, emergency call, help for elders, etc. And I think someone said that it's very interesting because it can be used for accessibility needs.
Of course.
That was Athena, and I think that's totally the case.
Yeah, that was my girl.
So Curie is asking for GPT-3 for the next time. So I think
I don't know if Curie
works.
Yeah. Andrew, yeah, I freelance for now, but I'm actively looking for a job. I really want to join a company, a team, and start working all together. Being behind the screen is not always, good practice. I need to interact with people also, except Alan, I think.
Awesome. And Maria, Irina is saying, thank you, Maria. That
You're
was
welcome.
interesting. We'll wait for more webinars. Maybe you can present one of our next webinars, Irina, about Angular, maybe, or something like that.
Me or Irina?
Irina.
Okay. I'm more of a React person.
Thank you, Kostas.
Thank you, Kostas, very much.
And I see I don't know why I muted myself. So Andrew is saying, thanks, I'll reach out, growing our startup.
Awesome.
Okay. All right, so do you have anything else to add, Maria? Or
no, just for everyone who wants to have the links or anything, for the free interactions also, because there are 2,000 more free interactions if I give you the coupons. If someone is interested to start, creating projects, he will need more interactions. So you have a solution.
Yeah. So tomorrow, by tomorrow, we will upload the today's webinar to SHA's YouTube channel and Maria's as well. And you will find everything you need, like in the so yeah.
Yeah.
And Kostas is asking to share your.
I know, that's what I'm doing.
Here you are.
My GitHub. And I have created a very small project. It's not it's like a portfolio, but it was more of a project. I will have my link here too, if you want to check my projects. And I've decided also to start writing some blog posts. And I will share my awesome YouTube channel. And I'm saying awesome because I'm sure you will start laughing when you see the name I picked.
Very good mother.
Not for any other reason, guys. Thank you.
All right. So thank you very much, Maria, for your time, for your presentation. Thank you all for attending our webinar, and I hope to see you in our next webinars. And you can find out today's webinar on YouTube tomorrow. I said it many times, this information, and with all the needed links. So thank you all, and I wish you a good evening.
Yes, have a nice evening, everyone. Thank you very much for being here, and I want to thank Social Hackers Academy for this opportunity. It was awesome. Next time we might code a bit.
Awesome. Thank you, everyone. See you around. Bye-bye.
Bye.